Hello BookTube. This is Time My Last Book Reviews. My name is Albert, and today is my first book haul. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 books. And I'm sure everyone who's watched my videos in the past may be surprised to hear this. They're all fiction. Let's get right into it, shall we? The lovers back here ready to hear this. Even this guy right here. Let's get going. For starters, if you watched my last video, Before the Coffee Gets Cold, this is book number 4. Before We Say Goodbye. I've yet to read even book 2 and 3 of this series, and the title of this final book is already bringing a tear to my eye. Before We Say Goodbye. Looking forward to that one. I also love the cover art in these. They're all very similar, it's like half and half, a little different color wallpaper, a little kitty there on every cover. I always like these covers. Okay. And this one. This is a popular one that's been floating around BookTube, so I thought I'd try it out. You got Babel by R.F. Kuang. Let's see. I found this one in the store the other day, and I was curious, hearing all about this. I Googled R.F. Kuang, and I discovered that she wrote the Poppy War trilogy. I really don't know anything about that one, and I never read it, but it was intriguing to me. So I figured with this book, it's like one single book, I'll give this a try, and if I like it, I'll go back and check out the Poppy War trilogy. All right. And these two, so the last 5, only one way to describe this, folks. I'm currently on a Japanese author kick right now. Like ever since I was a kid, I've always been fascinated by Japan. Like especially like the old samurai armor. They were equal parts works of art and totally badass. So I've always been fascinated with Japan ever since I was a kid. So I'm trying to expose myself to more Japanese authors. So I literally did. I went up and down the fiction aisle of my Barnes & Noble looking for Japanese names. And if I saw like an author had multiple books, I figured, oh, this guy must be pretty good. Of course, I did a little research too. Here's the first one I found. The Remains of the Day by Kazuo Ishiguro. This one, first thing that jumped out at me with this cover is that it won a Nobel Prize back in the day. It sounded fascinating. It's about like an English butler. It takes place in England. An English butler in post-war England comes home after decades of service. And let's see. It's kind of like, it sounds like from the description on the back, he's looking back in his life to see if he lived a fulfilled life or not, or if he did anything good for humanity. Sounds fascinating. I said, Nobel Prize. So it's gotta be pretty good. Okay. In this one, once again, I saw this author, some multiple books, and this one just seemed most interesting to me. It's All the Lovers in the Night by Miko Kawakami. See, I'm gonna be honest. Like I said, I bought this one solely on the title, and like I thought it's recent, so I got a lot of reviews. I really know nothing about this, so if you guys think I made a good choice and picked up a good copy, please let me know down below. Okay, and this guy. Like if you Google like greatest Japanese authors of all time, this guy came up. The author's name is Yukio Mishima, and this is a book called Spring Snow. It's the first of 4 books when he calls the Sea of Fertility tetralogy. And a fancy lingo here, tetralogy, 4 books. And it sounded interesting. It's like it takes place in 1912 Tokyo. Essentially, based on the description of the back, it sounds like the times are changing. Like the old rule is not in control as they used to be. Things are coming into the modern day in Japanese society. Like different people are taking power. And it's the first of 4 books. Sounded very fascinating. And this guy. If you look up Japanese authors, this guy is always the top names that come up. Haruki Murakami. So if you go to any bookstore, you'll see this guy has a lot of books on the shelves. And this one I picked up solely because because the title intrigued me. South of the Border, West of the Sun. Sounds like a young man and a woman comes back into his life. Once again, like I've heard so many great things about this guy. Figured no matter what book I picked up, I figured I couldn't do wrong. So once again, if you guys think I picked up a good one to start off with, please let me know down below. And finally, this is actually a Japanese-American author named, what's his name? Sequoia Nagamatsu. Sequoia Nagamatsu. And he wrote, this is one you've probably seen floating around BookTube as well. It's called How High We Go in the Dark. Now, I knew nothing about this too. What really piqued my interest, I was watching one of the videos of a booktuber named Ashley. Her channel is called The Answer is Books. Be sure and link her down below as well. Something she said really intrigued me. She said she did not want to read this because it was kind of a dystopian novel in the future. But she worked as in some kind of event promotion, and she was escorting Sequoia around the promotion. And she told him that she probably couldn't read the book, and he actually assured her that it has a happy ending. So that intrigued me, and I've been seeing this floating around. So what else could I do but pick up a copy myself? And there we have it, folks. Like I said, I found most of these books by random, just marching up and down the aisle of my Barnes & Noble. If you guys think I did a pretty good job picking out a selection, please let me know in the comments down below. And if you've read any of these books, and you like them or dislike them even, let me know what you think too. Great chatting with you all, folks. Hope you have a happy Wednesday, and I will see you on Sunday.